This is a Region Sportsdesk exclusive.
I want to get away. I want to fly away. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I want to get away. I want to fly away.
Here on Region Sportsdesk, and we got a few big games to talk about this week. We'll go over a few games last week. Got a brand new top 10 list. So, Joe, let's see what you got.
Alright, let's talk about some big games last week, JT. You went to the Valparaiso and Chesterton game. Tell us, how'd that game shake out?
Well, you know what? It was a battle of two good defenses, two good running games. Valpo was definitely the better team. Valpo won 21-14, but you know, they definitely looked like they were well prepared for that triple option attack at Chesterton. They pretty much shut that down pretty much all game, and you know, their run game is pretty good. They have a great offensive line. The line play for Valpo is just excellent, but you know, they kind of lack the passing game, but they have a very dominant run attack. Valpo looked pretty good, and you know, they came back. They were down by 7 at halftime. They came back, and Hummel caught an awesome jump ball in the end zone to tie the game, and then that running back Kittredge, he just trucked over this guy from Chesterton, just ran like 40-some yards for a touchdown to win the game. But yeah, it was it was a decent showing by Valpo. I mean, you know, they took care of business at home.
All right, let's talk about a team that hasn't won a game since I don't remember when, with a comeback win against Chuck Carter and company. We're talking about the Lake Station Eagles, and they win the megaphone. Team of the week, John Baston and company of the Lake Station Eagles, baby! Woo! They get the megaphone.
That was wow! I could not believe my eyes because I was on that MAB show, and there was updates like Lake Station came back and tied the game. It was 20-20, and then boom, like the last minute of the ball game, they take the lead and they win. I mean, that's a monumental one. I think this win is actually even bigger than River Forest beating Bishop Noll last year.
Calumet had a winning record coming into this game.
They hadn't lost a conference game yet.
Mm-mm.
Yeah,
That's a program changer. All right, let's go to this week's top 10, the Region Sportsdesk top 10. We're going to start off with number 10. They drop again in the ranking. Munster fall from 8 to number 10. Let's go to Griffith, number 9. They weren't even ranked, and now they're up to 9.
Started 3 wins in a row for
Big
the
3 in a row. All right, Lowell, they go to 8, move up from 10. The Morton Governors, big win against Munster. They move from 9 to 7. All right, Andrean, they come in at 6. They're up from 7. Number 5, staying at 5, the Bombers, big game this week. Chesterton 4, Crown Point 3, Merrillville 2, and the Vikings still the top dog in the region, I believe.
Yeah, so I mean, nothing really changed in the top 4, and really couldn't justify anybody moving ahead of Chesterton at that 4 spot, even with the loss. So yeah, I'd say it's pretty solid top 10, and we're gonna see, we might see a few things shake out in the top 10 this week again. We'll see what happens. So let's talk about some of these games.
All right, JT, St. Francis de La Salle's at Gavitt. Don't know anything about the team, but
hey, they beat Lew Wallace last week. St. Francis de La Salle's, remember?
Wow. So
yeah.
they're probably going to beat Gavitt.
Probably.
All right. Kankakee Valley, who's only scored 6 points all year, traveling to North Judson. Big loss for KV.
They've been shut out 4 games in a row.
Judson's going to make it another shutout.
I think KV's going to score. I think they'll find a way to put it.
Shut the hell up. You're talking out of your ass. All right, West Side at Dayton Marshall. No idea who this team is, but I don't know. They're from Ohio.
That's a pretty far drive, too.
Yeah, it's a heck of a drive. Those kids aren't
all the way to Dayton? That's wow.
I'm surprised this game's on a Saturday. For that bus ride, I'm taking Marshall. All right, let's go. Clark at Bowman Academy.
Oh, it was a classic game last year. You remember that?
Yeah, not really.
No, you don't. But yeah, I think Clark's been coming on strong lately. Ever since that first loss to Whiting, like they've really bounced back.
Absolutely, I thought this team was deemed to lose. This team's going to win some ball games. Clark's going to beat Bowman Academy. East Chicago at Central Noble. Know anything about the Central Noble team?
Looking at their schedule a little bit, they're not that impressive of a team. But if you go back to last year, they came here and they kind of whooped on the Cardinals. So
they're going to do it again. Central Noble. Alright, Roosevelt at Lew Wallace. This is a big Gary rivalry game right here. This is the game those kids look forward to playing to.
Well, that's probably
Crosstown rival.
somebody has to win, Joe. So who's it going to be?
Man, I don't know. Roosevelt, I don't know.
Yeah, I'll go Roosevelt.
Alright, let's go to Lake Station at South Central.
Lake Station had a huge win against Calumet, but South Central, I mean, I think they're the second best team in the Greater South Shore, and I don't think they're going to make that bus trip there and win. I think South Central's going to kind of bring it down to earth.
I gotta agree with you. Karras turning this program around. Big win for South Central. Whiting at North Newton. Whiting is going to go down there and whoop the shit out of North Newton.
They're going to whoop something.
Alright, then I'm going to go to Calumet at Bishop Noll. I like Calumet to come back and rebound with a victory in this one.
They have to. They have to. Yeah, Bishop Noll's not very good, and Calumet better wake up.
Alright, Wheeler's traveling to New Chicago to play River Forest. Over or under 50 points for Wheeler?
Oh, they're going to get over. I think they'll
Going
get
over 50?
Yeah, they'll get over 50 points. They won't get 75 or 76, but I think they'll probably get in the mid-50s.
Alright, Wheeler big in this one. Highland at Andrean. I think Andrean's going to continue their winning ways on this. Andrean big.
Yeah, no question.
Hammond at Morton.
That's
big
another,
Hammond
that's a
rivalry
yeah, that's a
game.
big rivalry game.
Nonetheless, I'm taking the Governors.
Yeah, I don't see any way Hammond wins this game. Governors are just too talented.
A game that was a very good game a couple years ago. The Brickies traveling down to play the Red Devils.
Classic game 2 years ago, but not so much anymore.
Not so much this. I'm taking the Red Devils.
Hobart's down the tubes.
Taking the Red Devils big in this
Big
game.
plunge.
All right, now we're going to Portage at Chesterton. Chesterton's homecoming. Portage struggled lately. Chesterton's going to win this game.
Yeah, Chesterton's going to win. Portage is not motivated at all. I like the Trojans to win this one.
All right, the Pirates coming out off of a big victory against Michigan City. I mean, they absolutely just beat the heck out of them.
68 points they put up.
Now they're traveling down to Laporte.
They're not going to have any problems in this game. I'm looking at something like a 35-14 game. Merrillville's going to take care of business out there in Kiwanis Field.
All right, now we're going to go to this week's thrillers. These
Dun dun dun!
Dun, 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 dun. All right, these are guaranteed games of the week. This is thrillers. You're going to go to a game, you're not sure which one to go to. These three are going to be classics, instant classics, guaranteed. All right, number 9, Griffith, traveling to Munster. Munster coming off 2 big losses in a row. They're hurt. Griffith, they're on top of the world right now. 3 big victories in a row. Call me crazy. I like the Panthers to win this game. I like them to take care of business and make it 3 losses in a row for Munster.
Well, you kind of said it. I mean, both these teams going in 2 different directions, and even with the low numbers, I mean, Griffith's looking like a pretty good team right now, and they still kind of play with that mentality, us against the world, and they're so motivated. That's something that I think could carry them, and I think it's gonna be a close game. I think it's gonna be low scoring and close, but I think Griffith's gonna find a way.
Yeah, winning is contagious. All right, let's go to the next one. This one is the best game you're gonna find in this area. Crown Point at Valpo. Our number 3 team versus our number 1 team. Crown Point, they're both very, very good at shutting down the run. Which team has the better running back?
Well, I don't think it's going to matter. I think it's going to come down to the passing game.
Absolutely, it's going to come down to the passing game, but I believe Bacon
Eater
is going to be a big factor in this game. He's got to get some kind of run game going for Crown Point. If they don't get any type of run game going, those bootlegs are not going to work at all. And Crown Point's best pass play is those bootlegs, the tight end and fullback.
Well, you know what? In this game, I really think that, the passing game's the difference. The play action and the bootlegs. Valpo just didn't impress me throwing the ball at all last week. They have a big, monstrous offensive line, but if they get into any kind of a 3rd and long situation, they're screwed. I think it's going to come down to the passing game. I like Crown Point's passing attack a little bit better than Valpo's. They have a little bit better targets, and it's going to be close. I'm looking at something like a 10-7 ball game. I think Crown Point's going to win the game in a very low scoring.
Upset alert. Crown Point goes into Valpo and beats Valpo. Crown Point wins. Now let's go to the game of the week. This is maybe the game in the state. Number 1 team in 3A. Defending state champs, West Lafayette, traveling to Rensselaer to play the Bombers. We travel to Rensselaer. You're traveling to Rensselaer again on Friday. Who do you like in this ball game?
Man, you know what? Both of these teams, I mean, all they've done, they've taken care of business. Rensselaer, every game they've won by at least 20 points. Pretty much the same thing with West Lafayette. They've pretty much dominated every game they've played as well. This is going to be a great ball game. I look for the atmosphere just to be electric. You know, I think Rensselaer can win the game because it's their homecoming. This is the conference championship game here. And I think they're very, very motivated to play this game. But I mean, that West Lafayette team's very tough. They run that spread offense. I think it's going to be close. So I mean, I got to take the Bombers. I really hope they can get it done. It's a tough call. I mean, we could go either way. But I'm going to go with the Bombers. I like them.
All right. When we went down there, we talked to all those players. Every single one of them was keying in on this game. This is the game of their season.
Absolutely.
And for that reason, I'm taking West Lafayette to beat the Bombers. I'm taking West Lafayette, JT. I'm taking them.
No, you can't do that.
Taking West Lafayette. What, are you kidding me? Forget about it. I'm taking the Bombers. It's homecoming. They're in Rensselaer. They got 20 out of 22 starters returning, and I like their head coach. He's one heck of a guy. I'm taking the Bombers to go in and upset West Lafayette. The Bombers are going to do it.
I sure hope so. Do they make the top? Do they get in the top 4 if they beat West Lafayette?
Absolutely. Absolutely. All right. Well,
you know, we didn't even have a lock game this week.
we didn't have a lock. We didn't have a lock.
You see any games in here that look like a lock to you?
I guess we can call Lowell over Hobart a lock.
That's going to happen. I think that's going to happen.
Lowell's going to do it. Lowell, you get our Cheesehead. Take it. The midgets are going to get the Cheesehead lock of the week.
Oh, you're a funny guy.
All right. Friday Night Football. Can't wait.